Just all around great team effort. Our biggest win of the season. And like I said, it's probably one of the biggest wins of the past 17, 18, four seasons. I'd have to say 17, 18, 19, 20. Biggest win since 2016. Believe it. So happy, dude. And I really do think there's going to be a reversal of fortune here. I really do think, even though momentum's not a thing, according to Joe Judge, you take this win and you say to yourself, we did it. We got over the hump. And now we can go in the bye week and we can prep our dicks off for the Bengals and stick it to them. And we're going to get people back. One of those people we're going to get back, Oshane Ximines. Tay Crowder's another guy, but Oshane Ximines, through the first 5 weeks of the season, he saw 33% of defensive snaps, but was tied for second in QB hits, tied for second in pressures, and first in QB knockdowns. So he's, okay, so not getting sacks, but much like Leonard Williams last year, a lot of hits, a lot of pressures, a lot of knockdowns, and you keep working at it, and those are going to turn into sacks. So my guess is he'll primarily be a pass rush specialist. Maybe you see, third down long situations. You see him and Carter Coughlin and Cam Brown and just a bunch of just hungry, fast wolves just getting after it, Not necessarily NASCAR, but more like F1. So that's great. Projected to get 70 to 80% of snaps. I don't know. I guess maybe because, look who we got going now. Trent Harris and Jabal Sheard, who are just kind of new to the scene. So, without Zoe, without Golden, he should see more time. All charges against DeAndre Baker have been dropped. That's got to be one of the wildest stories I've ever heard and I've ever experienced. It's just like, what the fuck actually happened? Can someone just tell the goddamn truth? These witnesses have gone on the record and recanted and gone on the record and recanted, gone on the record and recanted a bajillion times. And it would just be nice to get the truth. And of course, Judge is we've moved on. No comment on Baker. We caught him. We released him. And the Chiefs are expected to sign him to the practice squad. So, of course, he'll probably make to the active roster and become a perennial Pro Bowler. That's just how it goes. We talked a little bit, we hinted at this earlier on, but the Pro Bowl voting is now open. Make sure you get your votes in for the Pro Bowl. Word is it's not going to be in-person game. It's going to be a virtual Madden competition, which doesn't sound that bad. It might be actually cooler than watching them just grab ass all the time. Which Giants deserve to be Pro Bowlers? We talked about Gano. He's got to be automatically in. I think James Bradberry gets the nod. I think Blake Martinez definitely is a Pro Bowler. He's leads. If he doesn't lead the league in tackles, he's probably top 5. And then there were a couple players that I thought deserve a look and deserve serious consideration. Of the 4 that I have on my kind of borderline list, Riley Dixon is probably the favorite to also get selected, just given how proficient he is placing balls inside the 20. I would say next up would be Leonard Williams, given that, the main knock on him was his inability to get sacks, and he's been getting sacks, 5 or 6 through 10 weeks. And has a pretty decent high PFF grade. I think it's 70 something, 77 maybe, 71. And then the other 2 are kind of long shots, and I don't expect them to be selected, especially since I don't think anyone's going to be. Well, maybe they still would opt out. Would you still opt out if it's a video game competition and you're in the playoffs? Probably, right? But Logan Ryan and Jabril Peppers, and I know. You look at their PFF grades, it's nothing special. You look at their actual rankings at their position, nothing too crazy, but I just think they've done such a great job this year that I wouldn't be surprised.